Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this
is your Bloody Happy Hour.
Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody Happy Hour.
Hey y'all, this is April.
And this is Caroline.
And what is today?
Tuesday?
Tuesday, Turn Up Tuesday. We got a quickie day.
Turn up.
We have a special guest.
Oh.
We have this guest on.
Right now?
Her husband is producer Mike that you hear us talk about a lot. He has not even been on our show. But his wife is here. Say hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne.
She's a good listener. She's a good student.
Yeah, so Suzanne is like brand new, but she's probably listened to almost every episode in the matter of 3 weeks.
And how many other podcasts have you listened to?
0.
Oh! We popped Suzanne's cherry.
Very much so.
Podcast cherry. She was a virgin. Not anymore.
I love it.
So she loved us so much, we're having her on the show.
We got to do the questions.
Yeah.
Should we save that for Thursday?
No, we got,
I think we should save it for Thursday.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
this is our quickie. We're going to question. She's going to be back on Thursday's episode too.
Yes.
So we're going to save those questions for them.
Yes, we'll be thinking of them right now. So I have some news for you guys. But first, do we have any updates? Idaho updates?
The only update that I have is that Xana's mom is a recovering drug addict, and so she had been using the same attorney that is representing Brian Koberger.
But then the attorney fired her.
The attorney fired her, even though she is her, what do you call it?
Power of attorney.
Power of attorney, yes. What is power of attorney? Like they decide your life?
So maybe if you're not in a good state of mind at that time, like you have
they make
power
your
of attorney.
decisions.
Yeah,
they are the one. So like I think this attorney has represented her like for 4 different cases. Or
is she recovering? Because I just
she's
saw a
looking
video.
pretty
She
rough.
looked like
I
she
know,
lived in her car.
but I mean she's out of jail.
Okay,
Right? She looked like she was out of jail. She was in a car, but the issue was
So I have to. So that obviously, mom and dad aren't together anymore, right?
I think she's pretty estranged from the family.
Oh,
This was the issue, that it can be if it can be raised on appeal, like Koberger can raise something on appeal if he gets a guilty verdict.
okay.
For murder, he can come back and he can raise on appeal, saying that he had ineffective assistance of counsel and that the woman who represented me had a particular relationship with the victim's mother. That's what the issue is. I wrote it down. That's what,
Maybe Taylor's being
I don't know why she didn't disclose that at the very beginning, or if obviously she knew.
Huh. Okay, so that's where we're at. And then I just saw something small with Delphi is that the judge
Change of
has
venue.
ordered for that case to be moved way far out, which is probably smart.
Yeah, and then Lori Vallow's trying to get her trial canceled.
Oh, I watched that Lifetime movie.
She's the worst.
She's
the worst. She said, wait, what did she say? She said because she wants her case to be dismissed because a lack of a speedy trial, and her lawyer said that 1,169 days without a trial, blah, blah, just delaying it should not be this long till she gets a trial. But I'm like, they keep doing competency issues with her. I don't know. She's a hot mess.
Okay, so the new news. The first one, we're going to Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Miss Gina because she heard these stories Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're going to talk about Mary Collins. Now, this case happened in 2020, but something happened, and so now it's back in the forefront. So Mary Collins was an adult female, 20 years old, with a disability. She was born with a rare genetic disorder. I'm not sure what that disorder was. She lived with grandma. And even though she was 20 years old, Suzanne, she was probably only about 14 years, like, mentally.
Okay.
So we know that's probably, like, intellectual type disability, right?
Right.
She also had a severe speech impairment, like Caroline did when she was growing up.
Yep.
And
Know that.
she...
I couldn't say my awes.
It was a severe.
Is that why y'all trip over like certain words all the time?
Oh,
I started to
I
like,
don't know what that is.
I think it's a drinking game. I started to start taking notes every time it's the
Oh.
same word y'all
I
do again and
re-listen
again.
and I'm like, how did I say that? That's not even the word that I meant to say.
Like what?
But it comes out. I don't know. I don't know.
I just said sometimes I would say if I'm trying to say Saturday, I was like saddle day, but that's if
Yeah.
I'm like talking really fast and but that's just that's tongue situation. So sorry.
Okay.
That's blends.
Oh, I don't know.
Blends.
That's a college. I don't know.
So because she was so sweet and had that intellectual disability, she was taken advantage of very easily because she trusted everybody. So on March 28th, 2020, she really got taken advantage of. Kelly Lavery, which is somebody she knew in high school, and Lavi Pham, which is a guy that she knew in high school, they messaged her and lured Mary to their apartment. They sent her an Uber and they're like, come hang out, right? Mary didn't have a lot of friends, so Mary was so gung-ho. She was so excited. Told her grandma she packed her bag. She's going to go have a sleepover. So Mary ended up not showing up back home, okay? They attacked her, and they tortured her, and they stabbed her 133 times, and Mary bled to death on their apartment floor, okay?
It's a lot of stabs.
So it came out that Kelly and Lavi Pham asked Mary to have a threesome.
Oh.
And Mary, still 14 years of age, mentally was like, no. She knew that's not what you should be doing. So she denied it, and so they attacked her and killed her. Another guy named Jim Salerno showed up and witnessed this attack. He didn't help in it, but he witnessed it. And then they started to clean up the crime scene, and so they called a fourth person named America Deal, who was 18 years old, to help clean it up. And they had just met America, like she really lived up to her name. They had just met America like a week or so ago on Instagram or something. On Tinder. So America's ass brings some Cascade dish detergent and some pumpkin spice shower gel
Who doesn't love pumpkin spice?
to help
Me.
clean up. That right there, I was like, America, she needs to be assassinated. Pumpkin spice, okay, maybe a coffee once a year, but like a shower gel, do you want to smell like pumpkin spice?
I mean, maybe if it's like a Thanksgiving.
One day a year. This
I
is
don't.
March.
It's too
This is
sweet.
March.
I got pumpkin spice potpourri for Christmas, and Mike took it and put it in his truck. I can't stand that smell.
Yeah, no, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too strong and too sweet.
And then if you want to clean up a damn crime scene, bitch, you need some Dawn or some Fabuloso.
Fabuloso, come on. She's going to
Cascade.
she's squirting that pumpkin spice body wash everywhere.
And the Cascade.
And the Cascade. Well, Cascade, that's pretty good, but.
So they tried to clean up the crime scene. They wrapped Mary's body in saran wrap, duct taped her, and stuffed her inside the mattress where Kelly and Lavi sleep. And they planned to burn the mattress.
Wait, like
Stuffed her.
so they cut it open. I mean,
Had to have.
yeah.
Or between the box spring and the mattress.
Oh,
No.
Like
Inside the mattress, like where the insulation
Why do
goes.
people keep shoving bodies there?
how do you even put a body in there? It
Just
would
take
clearly
out all
be
the
a
stuffing.
lump.
You would have to have a good box cutter. And then, but she
And
was,
then you have to sew it up.
and then you have to sew it back up. So we're going to get to that.
Okay.
But she was really, really small, like so small. And she wasn't very tall. So I guess she just
She a
like
little
easily slid in there. So
she easily slid in there. That's what she said.
So Jimmy Sterlerno started talking quickly because what happened is Grandma noticed that she wasn't coming home. She called and she reported it, and she tracked her phone back to the apartments. So grandma knew who she was with and where she was at. So it's all over the news. And Jimmy, the first guy that came over and that witnessed the attack, started talking quickly. He said that they bought her, Kelly and Lavi, bought her some takeouts. They went to a party, hung out. I think they tried to get her drunk, but they really didn't. Took her back to her apartment, tried to initiate a threesome. When she denied it, they beat her and stabbed her and tortured her in the bathtub. So I lied. She didn't bleed out on the carpet. She bled out in the bathtub.
Oh,
that's strategic because where's the blood's going to go?
Down the drain.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So police came. They searched the apartment and they lifted up the mattress because Jimmy says she's in the mattress. Well, when they lifted it up, there was like no blood. It didn't feel heavy. They didn't see no cuts, like somebody had cut it open and stitched it back up.
Real small.
So they left.
That's good. That's good stuff.
They were really down to find out what happened.
Clearly.
So then other people started reporting. And so they were like, you need to go back because she's there. And if you don't go back, they're going to burn that mattress. So they went back. And this time they got a search warrant. And they opened up the mattress. And they found her like snug in there, surrounded by all the insulation that like goes in the mattress.
Oh my gosh.
It was so hard to tell. So I don't know what they did, how they hid it, but they hid it well. It was concealed perfectly. So they were charged with murder and concealment of a dead corpse. Now, it's in the news because America Deal, who helped clean up the crime scene and helped stuff her, right? What's that? Accessory, at least, to murder.
I would think.
She is out on bond. And so Charlotte,
good for her.
North Carolina is flipping out right now. And so the grandma was on the news. Like, nobody feels safe.
No.
So that's why it's new right now.
Zero
and that
safety.
story caught my eye. What do you think?
I could have sworn I'd heard of that. Did they make a movie or something out of that? I swear that sounds
When
like
was this?
familiar,
Maybe
like I
so.
watched it.
This was 2020. This was March of 20. So it was like literally the week after shutdown.
Oh.
But his name sounds like
So
Lovey
that's
or whatever
like
his
old
name
stories.
Lobby fam.
is. Lovey.
Yeah.
That's a very unusual name, but it sounds very familiar.
Yeah. So story number 2. We're going to Austin, Texas. And we're going to talk about Eric LaFountain. Has anybody out there ever been cheated on?
And now a word from our sponsors. Bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros Foes Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and Let's have some fun.
Wine and Dino. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Welcome to One Star Rewind, a new podcast about those dreaded one-star reviews that every business owner hates to receive, but yet every customer loves to read. During this podcast, we will peel back that one-star review to better understand how it happened, when it happened, and what the business owner is doing after receiving that one-star review. This podcast will be about love, hate, and laughter. On One Star Rewind, we will meet with real business owners who will tell their stories and how they do rely on reviews for their business. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or download us at roguemedianetwork.com. Please subscribe, but only rate and review for not a one-star review. Join us each time for a new review and a new story.
Well, Eric LaFountain got cheated on. He's 35 years old. He got cheated on, and he was pissed, like everybody would be. His girlfriend cheated with a guy named Gavin Wood.
Oh.
Gavin was laying that wood. So he texted a picture of a gun and a picture of his rideshare app to his girlfriend that cheated on him and said, I told you what I would do if you cheated on me. So the girlfriend was like, what are you going to do? Are you going to shoot? Are you going to kill me? And he was like, nope, not you. I'm going to kill him. And when she looked at the screenshot of the rideshare app, it was going to Gavin's address. So she called up Gavin and she was like, you need to lock the door. You need to leave. You need to call the police. He's coming over there. He's crazy. I don't know what he's going to do. And so Gavin was like, I'm not worried about him. So he went outside to meet Eric. So January 10th, so just last week, 2 weeks ago, at 3:30 a.m.
That's a good date, just saying.
That was her birthday.
Gavin Wood was found on the sidewalk with a gunshot wound to his head, with multiple gunshot wounds to his head. And he died at 3:56 a.m.
Oops.
Eric took an Uber over there, shot him, went back home, and called his girlfriend on the way and said he's dead. Who are you going to cheat with now? And Eric was arrested 1 hour later. So he couldn't even get away with it for longer than an hour. When he was arrested, he had the handgun with him. Now, Eric found out in December that his girlfriend was cheating on him and tracked her to Gavin's house. So he's been stewing on this since like December through the holidays. He's been mad. She finally admitted on January 8th, broke up with him and got with Gavin. So it was like a double slap in the face. Not only did you cheat on me with him, you left me for him. And then he told the police that he hit Gavin in the head with a gun, shot him until his gun was totally empty.
Oh.
Overkill. His bond is set at $1 million, and his hearing is in 2 weeks.
Wow, I haven't heard of either of those.
Good.
Are
That's
they
my
been
whole
in
point.
has that been in the news? Yes.
Yeah, it just happened 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Austin, right down the road.
Did you hear about that girl, Madison Brooks? Is that her name? She got raped by like these 4 guys.
Oh,
and
at
then got run
LSU?
over.
Yes. I just saw that today.
Oh my gosh, is that her name? I got it right on top of my head. Yes. Oh, awful. We'll talk about that next week. I'll do that next week.
Okay.
So yeah.
But there's a lot. Okay, so just one more.
Oh,
I didn't know you
this
was
another one.
around Christmas time. Christmas time. So Stephen Hurry, he's 61, California. So he was arrested for trafficking his live-in housekeeper. It's real creative. He was like, you can clean my house and I can sell you and make money off of that.
Okay, what is your definition of trafficking?
Why does it have to be my definition?
No, what
the
is trafficking?
Trafficking is where you imprison somebody and you sell their body and make money, basically pimping them out.
Right, like you have taken them and you are selling them to guys.
Make money off of them.
Yeah, because there's in the news right now. There's this chick named Eliza Blue, I think is her name. You ever heard of her? Mm-mm. She's claiming to have been trafficked, but it's like people took her picture off the internet and like used it, like catfished people, and she's saying that she's been trafficked.
Oh.
Because people stole her picture and catfished other people with her picture.
She's been violated,
but you ain't been trafficked.
Were you raped? No.
You've not been trafficked. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
I'd have been a little bit flattered. I'd have been like, "Oh, well, how much money did you make off
going
my picture?"
like she's like going out there like claiming to be a victim of trafficking.
Oh,
you're not. No.
There's a big difference between that and prostitution.
Yeah.
Well, that and just having your identity still on.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah. You have had your yes. But
she's
you haven't
been violated.
Yeah,
but she hasn't been raped or trafficked or held.
Yeah.
Without or
she's a survivor.
Whatever. She's a survivor of having her picture stolen off Instagram. Okay, well, Stephen was real smart. Stephen wanted a housekeeper, but he also wanted to traffic her. He hired her last May. Now, she had just got over to the States. She was legal, documented, right? And so he was like, hey, well, let's go to Arizona because I got a good job where you can make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So just imagine coming over to another country and just wanting to make money because it's the American dream. So she got in the car with him and she went. Now, on December 26th, so the day after Christmas, the police were called to an Airbnb in Scottsdale, Arizona. Mm-hmm. A neighbor heard Mr. Hurry, Stephen Hurry, yelling at the victim. He said he was going to punch her. He was screaming. He was cussing at her. She was screaming. So the cop showed up, and the victim told the cop that her boss, Stephen Hurry, had been sexually trafficking her for the past however many months because he hired her in May. So it's been going on for a little bit. Mm-hmm. So court documents state that when they arrived in Arizona, he made her pose for some provocative pictures, and he would put those pictures on Instagram or somewhere and advertise for some sex. Her first client, Suzanne, $700 for only 20 minutes of sex. We about to quit our job?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe if it's 10 minutes.
To choose. Maybe if you have like a disclaimer, like you get to look over and go, nope, swipe, and get somebody else. Maybe. Yeah. Just saying.
So, but she was real mad because she didn't get any of that money. So it was her vajayjay, but she didn't get any of that money.
Any of that.
That's
rude.
The difference between that and prostitution. At least prostitution,
you still
get some money. Get your money.
And theoretically, you're in that because you were choosing.
Yes.
To do that.
Yeah.
So then he was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. Let me start making you some appointments. They just worked out of a hotel for a little
planner
bit. Out. And so she said she had like 6 to 8 visitors a week. She had to leave her money in a certain spot. He would come pick it up. But then he took her ID, her passport, green card, passport, all the things that makes her feel safe in the U.S., right? That proves that she should be here. He locked it up because he knew that she wasn't going to leave without those. So in her mind, she was trapped there. So her ads were a photograph advertising sex for $350 for 1 hour, full sex, any hole. No, I don't know if it's any hole. Or a quickie was $120 for 15 minutes. And then for Christmas, he decided to give her a great present, and he pinned her up against the refrigerator and raped her.
Oh, that's wow. What a great gift.
Stephen Hurry, you are so romantic.
Good job. Good job.
So then on December 26th is when they got in that fight, and that's when he got arrested. He had sex trafficking, pandering, sexual abuse, aggravated assault, criminal damage, and disorderly conduct. What did we say pandering was the other day?
Pandering is where it's a pandering is when you actually get paid. So he's a pimp. For being a pimp, he orchestrates it for money.
Businessman. Maybe you went to UT Business School like Colton Petoniak from our last week's show.
Clearly.
Clearly.
You can get your it's like a 2-year degree. Just kidding.
Caroline
looked at me. It was like, what?
Really? Really?
Maybe.
So that is it. That's all I have for your quickie.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So where are we going next week for the episode?
Oh, we're going to South Carolina.
Thursday.
We're going to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. So get ready, bitches. We're going to the Low Country.
Is it called the Low Country?
Yeah, it is. I got to get my accent ready.
Oh, there's a South Carolina accent?
Yes.
Okay.
I still want you to do.
Gwen?
Yes.
Praise God. What is it? Praise. I have to hear it and then I can do it back.
Oh, well, you definitely do it good because I see her when you say that.
The what's her name? Shamblin, Gwen Shamblin.
Gwen
that
Shamblin,
is coming
y'all.
on Friday. So this Friday, the 28th, whatever that is, is her Lifetime movie is being.
Is
playing this Friday. This Friday or
God.
this Saturday. And then so is Sherry Papini. All right, y'all. We will see y'all Thursday. Manscaped is back.
Finally, I really missed those clean shaven balls.
Yes,
and that clean ear hair, nose hair with that weed whacker. Man.
Brian Koberger needed some Manscaped, and he wouldn't have cut himself in prison.
Facts.
Isn't that what we said?
Facts. That's exactly what I said. Oh, my gosh.
So, y'all, guess what? The code is back. It is still good. It is BHH. They were so excited because y'all love them. And if you do not know, we just got 3,000. Whatever y'all are doing, keep doing it. You must be telling friends. You must be sharing on platforms because we just got 3,000 new downloads. Ears listening.
We?
So you new people, manscaped.com, code BHH. You get 20% off and free shipping no matter where you live because we got some UK new listeners. It's crazy.
Oh, my.
You're international
Day,
now.
mate. No, that's Australia. Wait, that's the wrong region.
Yeah,
but Australia doesn't even exist anyway, so who cares?
There is a new thing.
No, that is a thing.
I know.
It's like you're fake. You're all fake. Because there's a bunch of Australian people who I watch on YouTube because they're like these whatever. But the joke is like, well, we don't even exist.
It
so,
don't exist.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Love it. Manscaped.com. And if you have not tried Four Sigmatic coffee, Caroline, it's the coffee brewed with what?
Cacao.
Mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms.
Lion's mane and chaga.
Wow. That sounds
and it is
great.
Coffee on steroids. You go to
go.foursigmatic.com/happy hour.
Yes, and you get 30% off. And if you don't like coffee, you can do the cacao or the protein, or any type of super blends, or you can snort it like Caroline.
Yeah, it's always great. It works so fast. It gets in your system even faster, and it just kind of gives you a rush.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to
Instagram, Facebook, follow us there. Email us if you have any stories.
Rate us, review us, and subscribe to us.
Rate. Never mind. I thought you said the other R word.
Rate us, review us,
and subscribe.
All right. Don't forget to
stay aware,
stay alive,
and always be DTF.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.